Hello everyone, welcome back to another tomato sauce stream. Today we're going to be playing the Maids for hopefully not the last time, but we have a deck build box around the corner for Rush, so we will be doing a lot of Rush streams over the next few streams. We might return back to speed after, but chances are we're going to try and cog with some of the stuff from the new Dragon deck build box, so that's going to be our focus in the near future. But we have been really enjoying the Maids. Obviously, we did manage to top an event, which was very exciting, right? It wasn't anything like super crazy. It wasn't like a ridiculous tournament or anything like that. But a top is a top, right? And we were quite excited to get our top. Now, it's one of those weird ones where I don't think we have anywhere near mastered this deck. I think we're still very much a scrub, but we're going to have to see how we can do. I think realistically we're playing the deck like to an okay degree, and so we're going to kind of just go with that. But first things first, let's see who we have in the chat. We have Gunkin Suship, Shari, welcome on in, my friend. We have Luis Fernando, hello, excited for the deck build box tomorrow. Yes, I am a bit mixed feelings about the new deck build box. On one hand, it's not a ton of new cards, and I don't think it's going to shake the meta up drastically. I think the new Mirror Gear Star is going to have an impact. I think it will make the already strong Dragon Fusion deck a bit stronger, which I don't know if it will like push it into like tier 1, but I think it will very least make that deck stronger. It will have some sort of an impact. The Red Boot stuff, less so, but I do hope that someone can cook with it and make it actually really, really good. I think the skill is a little bit underestimated. I think it is actually quite a good skill. It's not a broken skill, but it is quite good. Beyond that, it's basically just the spellcaster stuff, and I don't realistically think that spellcaster stuff's going to do anything, but I guess we'll have to wait and see if anyone does come up with anything, but I don't expect it to, let's put it that way. We have Gelato Gaga, I'm scared, oh no. Sitting in the dark, why are you sat in the dark? I say that, it's literally 1 PM here, so it is the middle of the day for me, so definitely nowhere near dark, let's put it that way. Konami, please free Phoenix. Yes, it would be lovely if we could get Phoenix. I wanted Phoenix on Limit 2, because Phoenix Limit 2 means you play 1 copy of it, right? And I think 1 copy is fine. I think Konami might be a bit hesitant to give us 3 copies, because it's just one of those things where there are a lot of good dragons, and having basically, it'll be what, dragons and thunder would be the only 2 types that have easy access to boss monsters. Oh, I guess Aqua as well would as well. But like Thunder and Aqua are a lot weaker when compared to dragons, right? Dragons are always going to be super competitive. There's always going to be really good dragons. It's a bit of an awkward one. There's lots of different dragon archetypes as well. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Dragons will become tier 3, I think. I think for a lot of people, dragons are already tier 3. So, like, it kind of depends where your tier list is right now. I know some people have, like, tier 2 as empty. Some people have tier 2 as just Dragia Star, right? But, like, we'll have to wait and see. Is it 4 URs for the deck build box? Are the other 2 just going to be reprints and alt arts? Yes, that is what we expect. We have, if there shouldn't be anything new in the box outside of the data mines. So, everything else in there should be reprints and alt arts, basically. So we're expecting like maybe a Bluetooth alt art, because there are a couple of them going around. There is I think the current Mirror Gears we have is the Overrush, so we could get like a non-Overrush Mirror Gears, I think is probably what we're going to be expecting. But it'll be interesting to see what they do put out. I don't think it's going to be worth doing like a box review. There's going to be barely anything in it, and we've already kind of talked about it, so that'll kind of just be that. But let's head on over. And what we want to do is we want to take a look at just some of the new stuff that's been going on. So, we head on over to Rome. We will see that there has been some new like bits and bobs. The first thing I want to do is I actually want to ask you guys, what are you most looking forward to on the speed side of stuff that's coming out, right? Because we have a bunch of leaks, right? We got what, battling boxes, we've got Morphtronic, we've got the Earth Machine stuff. We've got, I guess, the Gemini stuff, which is kind of just Gearfried, right? Or, yeah, Phoenix Gearfried. We got the Necros skill, which is a bit weird. And we do have the Soul Burner and Salamangrate stuff. I want to know what you guys think is actually the most exciting. For me, it's probably the battling boxer stuff. I think the battling boxer stuff looks really cool. And so I would like to play it. I don't think I realistically can, because we just spent all of our gems on Dragon Maids, but I think that's the cool one. That's the cool one. Salamangreat is cool, yeah. Good evening, Winkaribo lover. Hello, Zaki boys. Winkaribo's a cool card, man. There's nothing wrong with Winkaribo. Winkaribo's great. Beyond that, we also just want to take a look at the new Rush stuff that's been announced. There's not much, so we're just going to go over this very, very quickly and briefly before we jump into actually playing the video game. So first things first, we have Tail Swipe as a new legend, which is weird that it's a legend, but I understand. We can choose one face-up level 5 or high dinosaur monster in the field. Also, choose up to a total of 2 face-down monsters on your opponent's field and or face-up monsters on your opponent's field with a level lower than or equal to the monsters that you chose, and return them to the hand. So this is like, okay, like it's non-destruction removal or bouncing, so like it gets around a lot of stuff, so like it's fine. It's nothing like crazy though. Then there is break your opponent's spell with Void Velge Gehenna Magia. So this is a new promo, I believe. So this is a level 9 Galaxy Fusion, 3400 attack, 2500 defense, Requiem and Hecaton Chair. So Hecaton Chair hasn't really done anything in ever. So like, this is exciting, I suppose. Hecaton Chair might actually do something. But during the main phase, this card was fusion summoned, send 2 cards from the hand to the graveyard. So already we have to play Hecaton Chair, which is bad. And we have to discard 2 cards, which is bad. Choose up to 2 face-down cards your opponent's field, return to the owner's hand. That is good into exactly Sunset. If you sent 2 normal spell cards to the graveyard for this effect's requirement, neither player can activate normal spell cards until the end of your opponent's turn. Floodgate. Floodgates are nice. And then the last thing we have to look at is Raise an Age of Chaos with Konton Ninsects. So these are the ninja insects used by one of the Go Rush characters. So, first things first, we have Konton Ninsect Utsu Semi the Prayer Beads. So, quite a weak monster. Continuous effect. Your dark insect monsters with continuous effects inflict piercing. You take no battle damage from battles involving your insect monsters in attack position. So you leave this guy in attack. You don't take damage from it when it does get inevitably cleared. But you'll only get a maximum of 2 big hits in because this is obviously going to be a 0 attack monster. Then we have another continuous one. If the only face-up monsters in your field are monsters whose original type is insect type, if your opponent attacks a face-up monster, they cannot declare an attack on monsters except the monster with the highest attack. So if you get this out and this out, I guess they will protect each other and then give your guy piercing, which is like kind of nice. Then if there is another face-up insect monster in the field, this card cannot be destroyed by battle with monsters with 2000 or more attack. So this again creates like a loop where you won't take any damage, and your guy can't be killed by battle, and they have to attack the one guy. So like, it's a bit annoying, but like, it exists, right? Then there's a level 7 boss monster with only 2200 attack. The type of face-up monsters on your opponent's field becomes insects, so this just flat makes them all insect, which is like, okay. Another continuous effect, this card gains 500 attack times the number of face-up insect monsters on the field. Now it says the field, so it counts ours, and since it itself is an insect, it will immediately become a 29. Then if we have, for example, our Ageha, then it will also gain a ton more, right? So we'll have another insect on our field, so potentially this thing could get 3000 extra attack, which is kind of nutty. Then send 1 normal monster or 1 level 4 or lower insect monster from your hand to the graveyard. Choose 1 5 to 8 dark insect monster with 400 defense and a continuous effect in your graveyard. Special summon it to your field face up. That's pretty good. And then send 1 insect monster from your hand to the graveyard. Excavate the top 5 cards of your deck and reveal them. You can choose up to 2 dark insects with 400 defense among the cards and add them to your hand. Place the remainder on the bottom of your deck in any order. Also, pretty good. It's a little bit RNG, right? Because you have to just get lucky in the top 5, but it's probably going to be fine. And then last one, send 1 face-up insect from your field to the graveyard. You draw 2 cards, but you cannot attack with monsters for the rest of this turn except insect monsters. Which is pretty generic. Most types are getting this type of card now, just a nice filtering tool. So, like, it's nothing, like, super crazy, but it is interesting, right? It is interesting that we're getting these sort of cards. And it's becoming more and more relevant because Mono has actually started running EDO, OCG, Rush Duel tournaments, which have been quite a lot of fun. They should be doing the second one on Friday, so tomorrow, which should be pretty cool. Now we're just going to hop in, and we're going to see if we can beat heroes. Now, I don't really have much of a any experience playing against Organic Contact, so we're just going to kind of see what happens. Alright, we will... This is like... This is an annoying hand. Because like, we have to do this, right? There's no way we can't. So we have to send this. Because I need this in hand to fuse. Then it doesn't really matter whether we take Parlor or the other one. I guess we'll take Parlor. And we do have the book in case it gets Veiled, I suppose. Parlor effect. Send changeover. Activate changeover. Parlor back to hand. Can then go changeover into Shio by using this and this. And we'll set 1, set 2, and pass. Alright, let's see what he's got. So draw, Shio's effect, always target nurse, or laundry even. Oh wait, yeah, it's laundry, not nurse. That's just me being stupid. Okay, well doing that was really dumb. There was no reason to choose laundry. I thought it was nurse. And there goes our downtime. Okay, that was a pretty bad misplay. Let's see if we can... Let's see if we can recover. Okay. Sends Necro Gardener to grave for a skill. Gets Armed Dragon. Adds Poly from outside of the deck. Searches Super Poly. God, the skill is so dumb, bro. Yeah. I mean, I generally don't know when I'm supposed to interrupt this. Destroy all face-up cards in your opponent's field. I mean, I can't let that go through, right? So we just have to stop that. Not gonna lie, this deck sucks ass whenever I play Sushit. What, the heroes or the Dragon Maids? Oh my god, is that Stratos? Okay. So I don't really, like, I know kind of what the end board is. I don't know how they get to the end board. So I'm just kind of gonna be winging this for a bit. Alright, here comes the Super Poly. I mean, nothing I can realistically do about this. So this is going to be what, Sunrise? Oh no, the Shining. Okay, what's this? The Shining. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target 2 banished summon heroes. Okay, that's fine. I mean, at the moment, we're still like, okay. Activates Miracle Fusion. Okay. Okay, nothing we can do about this. So this is going to be Sunrise. Hero might win if I might win if I have a good hand. Ah, I see, I see. Well, I mean, the Dragon Maid deck is pretty, like, one-dimensional, right? There's nothing crazy about it. Right, which one's Great Tornado? Are the attack defensive all facing monster opponent character controls? Yeah, that's completely fine. I don't mind that. I really hate playing against Maids. It is the battle phase. Do we want to pop this back into our hand? I mean, I guess we do, right? Because it's just a free plus more than anything. Yeah. Behold. So I could put this back into the hand and bounce his guy. That's probably going to be the line here. And I think we just take the 28, right? I think just maintaining the Book of Moon is probably for the best. Ow. I mean, that's a card. That is a card that exists. Right. Laundry. Laundry effect. I don't know why we're using laundry effect. There's no reason to. But we've done it now, so it's like kind of whatever. I guess getting Nurse into the grave would be really good. Right, we'll go change over, target laundry. Activate changeover. What has he got? What has he got back there? Go Nudyal and Laundry into Shio. Also, hello CZ, by the way. Welcome on in. You got anything else for us? We gonna see the back row? Okay. So I think all we have left in here is... I don't think that's worth you. Is it? No, because we've already used the bounce once, so we won't be able to do it again. Bringing that back doesn't actually do anything, so I think we just go straight battle. Go get him, champ. Wall of Disruption. Okay. I mean, losing 800 attack, like, is annoying, but that's not the end of the world. I actually think we might just use Tin Heck. I think we could have waited, because we're still in the attack declaration step, so I could have waited until... Yeah, that was stupid. So now it comes down to, like, do I want this effect over that? Yeah, I think this is fine. I think we just let this survive. Okay, now we'll just go to end. Because now I'll get the special summon off of Shio. We still have our back row to protect. We still don't have anything, like, super great here. I guess we probably just take you. Bring back Chamber. We already have Tidying in the graveyard. With Chamber's effect, we'll just grab another Tidying. CZ nuts on your face. Oh no, I've been owned. I also ran an ad break. Polymerization. Okay. Rainbow Dragon. Uh-oh. What does this thing do? I mean... I don't really know when I'm supposed to interact with this. We're just going to kind of wait, I think. Activates Poly. I mean, I could put it face down. That doesn't change anything unless I use this. But I think I'd rather let him fuse and then negate the fusion. Okay, Rainbow Neos is now officially here. I think we've... Because all he has to do now is just not activate this and he's golden, right? Okay, so he is now throwing. Because I just do this now, right? All he had to do was go combat, and I was in a really awkward situation, but now everything's fine. Well, I mean, I have lethal, and he hasn't got any way to interact with me, I think, because he only had the Necro Gardener. Target Chamber. Bring out Parlor. Parlor effect. Sure, we'll just send that to the grave. Set 1. Set 2. Go to battle. Chamber effect. I don't think it matters who we bring back. We'll bring back Tin Heck. Parlor effect. Bring back Lawpaw. Go get him, champ. There you go. 1 hero, 1 win. I don't know why everyone's complaining about this deck, guys. It's really easy to beat. We misplayed like 8 times and we still won. It's definitely not because we're in Platinum and our opponent was also not playing the best. Definitely not that. It was all skill. It was all because his deck's bad. Don't worry about it. Alright. Let's go again. We just climb. We just climb. It's one of those weird ones as well, where, like, we've been seeing the tournament, like, breakdowns, and we've been seeing so many hero players, like, in these tournaments. We haven't seen a lot of, like, heroes winning tournaments as of yet, right? Who let the maid out? No one ever keeps the maid in. That's the difference, Drags, and the maids are always free to do what they want. Battle Chronicle. Okay. We're going second, which means we will get our trap card online. So it's going to come down to, does he just open Cosmic or MST to shut down our grind game or not? Dragon Spirit of White is just straight up on the board. Successor Soul. Successor Soul, like, is annoying. Although, that sort of sorts us out a little bit. Do we just go straight from... I guess we do. Alright. We'll use the second part of the skill first. Because I want downtime. We'll activate it and see if our opponent does anything here. We can use Maid's downtime. We'll send Parlor to the bin. We'll grab Nurse. We'll normal summon Nurse. Activate Nurse. Bring back Parlor. So he could Successor Soul here if he wants to. He has the ability. Out you come. Activate Parlor. Treacherous Trap Hole. Okay. So here I'm going to just go ahead and activate Swarvis. I don't know if this was the best time because he still has Successor Soul. But I think keeping both the guys on the board is probably for the best. I could just use downtime now. That would be very funny. Oh, I should have done the other effect. That was me being silly. I didn't actually need the search. I needed the other part. This is probably still fine. We don't need a big one. I guess we'll just take... I don't need that either. We'll just take Hospitality. Okay, what I should have done is gone for the bounce. That was really silly. That was really silly, because now I have to actually play around his silly card. Alright, we'll send Tidying to the bin. Wait, why did I send Tidying? Oh my... I am absolutely just throwing in every possible way. Oh my god. This is like the freest game of all time, and I am just finding every possible way I can to throw it. It's because I got, like, tunnel visioned on that. That was the issue. Alright, well, we just set this. There's no reason to do that. There's no reason to do that. So I think we just pass. Oh, this was so bad. This was actually just so unbelievably bad. Why did he use Spirit? Now Successor Soul can't be activated. Yeah, I don't know why. Like, let's be honest. I can't criticize his gameplay when I've just done that. I got so tunneled. So unbelievably tunneled. On... Like, I don't even know. I was just like... There was literally no reason to do that. There was no reason to do that whatsoever. Oh, I'm so stupid. Okay, this is fine. This is the warm-up games. We're still on the warm-up games. This is our second game of the day. Alright, it just goes for Ding. Ding is fine. So he's just going to go for Ascend, which is, like, completely fine, right? So we'll go... Hiding here. Target us. Target you. Then he's going to go for Successor Soul. Then we're going to go downtime. Once again, I don't think this matters too much, but I will grab the changeover in case I mess this up again. What's he making here? Are we just dead? Oh, okay. That's very funny. That is very funny. 12 hours, and we can boost our way to Cog. Also, hi. Hello, Manicist. Welcome, welcome. On in, my friend. We got anything in the bin right now? We got literally nothing in there. Okay. I guess we will go changeover straight up from the hand. We're going to go for Shio by using Lorpa and Parla. Summon out the Shio. We'll then go ahead and summon out Nurse. Nurse effect. Bring back Parla. Parla effect. I don't actually think there's anything we need in there, but we might as well chuck something in there, right? Sure, in you go. Then we will go ahead and use changeover. Guess we'll just put Parla back to hand. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. The game is over. The game is over, my friend. Oh, we tried our best to punt that. We really did. We really did try our best to punt, but we got there in the end. Okay, we're 2-0. 2-0 is pretty good. We got the Dino Rampage skill, guys. Oh my god. Everyone be excited for Dino Rampage. Each time your life points decrease by 1800 and you have a dinosaur-type normal monster on the field, it can attack twice during the battle phase, guys. Come on. The dinosaur deck is coming together. It's coming together so hard. Alright, we go again. So I guess my question for you guys is going to be, are you guys looking forward to the new box? The new deck build? It's one of those things, it's hard to get really excited for a deck build because it's just so small. It's such a small product. But new cards is new cards, right? I think the current meta has been getting a bit old. You know, the current meta has been going on for a little bit too long right now in Rush. It would be nice to get a new injection of cards, even if it is a very small amount. Hello, Hikari. Welcome, welcome on in. We gotta give Hikari the shout out again. There you go, Hikari. I actually managed to watch some of the VOD this morning of the Cloudy tournament. That was a pretty exciting one, especially, like, we've been seeing Cyber Dragon do a lot. Speed, no. Hikari, there's nothing going on in Rush right now. Tomorrow is when Rush starts. We can't just play Psychics forever. But yeah, we will be doing a Sunday stream with the new deck build box. That is the plan. So Sunday is going to be when we're back on the Rush. So I thought we'd play some Speed until we get the new Rush stuff, right? How long you think till we get Jinzo? Ooh, that's a really difficult question. So Jinzo has to come out eventually. Jinzo, though, really does facilitate, like, OTKs, which... It depends which side of the fence you're on for OTKs, right? Obviously, some people think OTKs are fantastic. Some people absolutely despise them. It's a weird one. He's got Dragon, which... returns my guys to hand, which is a little bit annoying. Alright, we have to use the second part of our skill first, either way. So we'll go for the downtime, grab this out. We'll flip it over now. Let's see if he wants to respond. Goes for the Schism. Okay. Okay. I mean, there's not a lot we can do about this, so let's just see where this goes. Oh, we're just activating it. So now he can respond if I try and bounce this guy. Okay, I understand. I understand. We will activate then MAIDS downtime. We're going to go ahead and send Parla. And we're going to go ahead and grab Nurse. Or normal Nurse. Nurse effect. Bring back Parla. He goes for the Schism. So I guess, I mean, I could just do this now, right? Because then that should still resolve. I would still get that effect to bounce back. I don't know if this is going to resolve how I want it to, but I'm going to just hope. If you do, return one spell check, put it hand to the grave. I don't know, because it's a if you do, I don't know if this is going to resolve how I want it to. But this is like, this is testing. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. So because it's a continuous trap, he doesn't get to finish resolving it because it's no longer on the field. We get to use this to send changeover. We can then activate changeover. Return Parlor back to hand. We can then activate the changeover. There's no reason to do anything other than get Parlor into the graveyard here because Nurse hasn't got any targets to bring back. So we'll just go into Shio, and now we have to decide which of these we want. I think probably Compulse and Tidying, I think, are going to be the ones we want here. So if he flips this, he'll get to bounce something. So it's like, I think I'd rather have that during his turn. So we're going to go to battle, and we're going to swing over this. Then we're just going to pass. Because I want to make sure I get the special summon off of the Shio, because that is how we are going to have the thingy turned online. I can summon this from hand, but I don't think it's worth it. I think we just go for Parlor here. Having the extra body might be a necessary evil, but either way, we're not doing it right now. I think here we just send Tidying, so we just have the quick effect and if we need it, so now we have more options. Right, so Shadow Dragon is going to force out on a gate. There's not really anything we can do about that, so this lets him get rid of one of our back row, I believe. It's only use one. Okay, so that's fine then. Alright, Alistair comes down. We can't interact with Alistair. Like, I could pop it. But he's going to Invocation anyway, right? And Invocation is just... And using monsters from your hand as use materials, summoning invoked monsters grave, banish monsters from your field and or the player's graveyard. Yeah, so he would be able to just use this from graveyard anyway, right? Into Artemis. Take one of these monsters, equip this card. Monster, you can use. I don't really want to let him do this, so I think we will probably stop this. Let's compulse it. Let's see if this just absolutely stops him or not. We still have another form of interaction here. Interaction. So we can still bounce, and then when we bounce, we will also get a pop if he has 2 cards on the field. We'll see what he does. Worm's second place. Tomorrow, he'll be rocking the Snake Clown, don't worry. I mean, there's, you know, never say never. Let's put it that way. Wait, can Jinzo be boosted with the Sidra skill? I mean, if the Sidra skill says they have to be level 7, then no, but I think the Sidra skill just stops you from putting... Or level 8. I think Sidra skill just stops you from using 7s altogether, so it probably doesn't have that. Is that Jambo in the chat? Hello, everyone. How about that switch to announcement? It's pretty exciting. Is that Paris as well? Yes, it does stop the continuous. The issue is, it's like... There's just some like little niche interactions that I'm just never really sure about. Once potential players, you can target one face monster on the field, change it to face down defense position. I mean, that's annoying. I don't think it actually changes anything here, though. I think we're fine to just let him activate the effect. Uses Invocation, takes that back. This is also like a combat trick, right? That's fine. Gains 1,000 attack. Okay, so it's a combat trick specifically for fusion monsters. Do we know what the rest of the hand is? We know Alistair. Don't think we know anything else. Okay, so we will go tidying here. We'll go Parlor. We'll go Raijin. Then we'll go Downtime. We'll go Parlor. Okay. And that's gonna be the win. Well, we managed that. We just need these games just keep happening. I don't know how. I mean, again, we're in plat. We're in plat. We shouldn't be surprised that a lot of these players are not playing their decks to like the best of their ability. Again, I'm not an invoked Shadow player, but I feel like that deck should be a lot stronger than that looked. Let's put it that way. Alright, we go again. I don't know what I'm going to play first, to be perfectly honest. I think I'm the most excited for the red boot stuff, because I think that will be the most interesting, right? I think, in terms of like playing a competitive Metarian list, I don't think you're going to change much compared to the current Metarian list. And when it comes to the Dragon Fusion deck, I don't think, again, you're going to change too much. Like, the decks will... the Dragon deck will definitely get stronger. But I don't know if it's going to be or play drastically different. Like, I think the Snake Clown Yakateno deck could be quite funny. Italian opponent. Oh, so you're saying it's a free win. Now, obviously, that's a joke. But I beat the last hero we played against. I don't know if we're going to beat this one. I'm excited for both Snake and Red Boost. So this guy just doesn't have any of its effects, right? What are we doing here? We just do that, and then go with it, I guess? No, we always use the second part of Maid's Downtime. That's always happening regardless. So, out you come. Flip over Downtime. Cosmic Cyclone? I mean, that's annoying, but I don't think that's a deal breaker. Now, the big issue here is we don't have one of the big maids, so we probably want to get a big maid out. Which means we don't probably need this kitchen sitting in our hand, because we're going to normal summon Parlor. I don't think this matters too much. We'll take the Lawpaw. We'll drop the changeover. Oh, that was actually really bad. I should have normal summoned this first. So now I have to just have one. I guess it's not the end of the world. We're going to have one on the field either way. Alright, Shio comes down. Normal Parlor. Parlor effect. Parlor is just going to send Tidying. Okay, I mean, that's fine then. So we can just immediately use Changeover here, get that back. Yeah, I think we can do this. We'll go Changeover, target Parlor. We'll go ahead and activate Hospitality. I mean, here it doesn't really matter, right? I could grab this. Because we can't get a big one anyway. We'll send the tin keg, so it might come up. We can also use Kitchen's effect. Oh. We'll grab the nurse. We'll send the nurse. Activate changeover. Make house. Ideally not using our Shio. Summon out the house. The only thing we should have in there is that, which is fine. We'll just go to battle here. We'll swing him. Oh, does it still get its effects? I don't know how this card works. Or, like, how the skill works. Well, I guess he gets his effects then. So has he just got all of his effects then? Well, we're going to use Shio here either way. We'll grab Nurse. Nurse effect. We'll grab Parlor. Parlor effect. Hello, Ray, by the way. Welcome on in, my friend. I guess we'll just send a second tidying. I don't know if it will come up. Still does treat as being summoned normally, so he has all the effects apart from the last one. Okay, so if he tries to activate this one, we can negate it. Which he's not doing. He's just going to use Dragon Contact. Does this get him Rainbow Dragon? Gets the Neos. Okay. Adds the Poly, searches the Super Poly. Super Poly's my gut. Wait. Oh, he's already got the Super Poly. Okay, so he's just going to fuse off my Shio. So we can... The issue is we now don't have room to bring back the Shio to get the negate for the Neos. That's my current issue. I've kind of clogged up my board here. Okay, Shining's fine. We don't care about Shining. The issue is, if he just makes Rainbow Neos, I now can't do anything to stop it. I mean, I can still throw a body in the way, so I shouldn't die. So I guess that's like something. And now we are dead. It depends on his attack order. If he attacks with Rainbow Neos first, we are just dead, I think. We've already used Nurse effect this turn, so we can't use it again to get a double block. Oh no, he used that to send. Okay, so that means... we can't take this attack, so we have to use Tidying here. Does it matter what we put in the way? Whatever we put in the way is just going to get killed anyway. That doesn't do anything. That also isn't really going to do anything. I can get cards out of my deck that are in the way. Because putting him in the way just doesn't actually accomplish anything. So I think we're just going to get this out. Take the 26. I don't think we're going to live here. Chamber. What does Chamber do? Like next to nothing, right? We have that to bring back. We could get that Shio, but then that doesn't accomplish anything. How does our deck even out this guy? We can get one of these. How am I going to get enough bodies? Use that, bring that back. I can get this out, but then I won't have any cards to... Oh, I guess I could get enough cards to use it, but then my 22 doesn't beat his 26. I could try and get Ding out. I'd have to get 2 8s on the field. How the heck am I doing that? I can get 1 8 really easily. Getting the second 8 pre-battle phase, though, is next to impossible. I mean, we'll summon this and just see where this goes. Neither of these really does it for me. Don't think this makes any difference. Use that, get that, get that. Use that, discard, get rid of that, and then still can't out this. Pop with house. Double pop. Oh! Okay, I see what you're saying. I don't think I've got enough time to do this, though. I literally don't think I've got enough time to, like, think this through, even. Yeah, I haven't got enough time. I needed nurse there. Yeah, we're just done. Ah! I'm trying. What would the line have been? So, we didn't have nurse, apparently, because nurse got shuffled back in. So we couldn't use nurse to get more bodies. I needed to get... So according to what Ray's saying, we would have needed to get House Dragon Maid on the field somehow. Ray, hospitality? We had one in the graveyard and that was it. I don't think there was a way to do that. I literally don't think there was a way. I could have got House out relatively easily and then not really had anything else. If we had Nurse live, we could have done something with that, but I don't think it matters. I think we were just screwed there no matter what. Would it have made a difference if we had... You only play one? Yeah, I mean, almost every list is only playing one. Okay, Speedroids. Maid's downtime. Okay, this hand is not awful. Go Maid's downtime. Send chamber. Add nurse. Summon nurse. I saw that everyone plays at least two. I mean, I did not, like, this isn't like my own build. This is like net deck the heck out of. So, like, this deck plays one because everyone's playing one. Otherwise, it would be playing more. Right, grab changeover. We use changeover. Go into the Shio. We'll use this, and we'll use this. We'll go changeover. This back to the hand. And then we'll activate the changeover. I don't think I can leave Lorpar in hand, is my issue. I need you in the bin either way. And I don't think I want to leave Lorpar in hand. Because it means that I can't get easy access to thingy again if this ball gets outed, which it probably will get outed. Alright, then we'll just pass on this. You need copies of that for the grind game? Again, I literally, this is like net decked off of like the people that were performing well in tournaments. We'll go nurse into chamber. Chamber effect. I guess we're just going to hard grab the IDing here. Alright, let's see what he's got. Clear Wing Acceleration. The issue here is he's going to be able to negate my negates, so I need to stop him before he gets going. I mean, this is the normal summon used. I'm going to stop this. I'm going to see if this does enough. Because it might. It might just. Because again, I really don't know where I'm supposed to negate this. Because I think if I wait until he gets out Clear Wing or Crystal Wing, I think that is me kind of boned. Alright. I'll go change over. Put chamber back in the hand. Normal summon chamber. I kinda just want this. I think I'm going to just go for that. We'll drop the changeover. Try and make a Shio again. I mean, I guess I could have just gone for a Phoenix there. I don't know if that would have been better or not. Sure, we'll use Nurse Effect. Why not? IDP. Right. That's fine. Doesn't that just mean I guaranteed win unless you have hand traps? Oh no, right, because you could just do this and then just sit on it. Oh! I didn't even think of that. Okay. That was me being stupid. Maybe the other back row's just nothing. So now we're just cut off of Shio for the rest of the game. Christ. Okay, we're in a really bad spot now. I did not even think about that working like that. I was like, oh yeah, he's going to try and get rid of my other guy. But no, that's me being a dumbass. I should have just negated that. I mean, I suppose I would have had everything shuffled back into the deck, but like, at the very least, I wouldn't have had my Shio banished. Like, we can still win without Shio, but now we're in like a really bad spot. I have no idea what this card is. I mean, yeah, that's fine. What you were excited for? Mirror Gears Fusion or Red Boot? I think it kind of depends. Because in terms of like excitement for actually playing with the cards, I think it's Red Boot. In terms of like which one I think is actually going to be good and like super competitive, I think it's going to be Mirror Gears. So it's like... are we just dead? Can we beat this now? I can't activate a monster effect. Basically. Yeah, he just uses the skill. The skill gets him this. Goes into Crystal Wing. Crystal Wing has an a monster negate. Just flat out. With no restriction. If this is it, then there's maybe a chance. Battles level 5 or higher monster your opponent controls during the end phase. Gain attack equal to the current attack of the monster. Okay. That's a little bit awkward. You have Tidy Engrave to revive? No, I don't. So I summon, activate the effect, he negates it. Then what? Use that, bring it back, won't be able to use it again. So I need to make a fusion, then return. Or we can just summon and just bounce it, right? And that's it. So could I just go normal laundry, not activate the effect, then use changeover, target, IDing, target this, target this. Then we just drop changeover, make this by using... I guess we're going to use nurse, because like having the combat trick might be relevant. This might end up being really stupid, because now we've like basically thrown nurse away. Can I use this in battle with anything? Just like whenever? Yeah, it's just gains the attack. Okay, attack. Boost the attack. Okay, it's not when it's battling a monster or anything silly. There's no weird restriction. Okay, we're fine. Everything is fine. I don't think we've had a single game today where we haven't misplayed. Which I guess it shouldn't be too surprising, realistically. But it'd be nice if we were misplaying a little bit less. Also, we didn't say hello yet, so hello, Octati. Welcome on in. You played Heroes and Speed yet? No, I have not. I don't dislike Heroes like as an archetype. The whole like spamming out like Rainbow Neos thing though, that really does nothing for me, unfortunately. Rainbow Neos I think is a really boring card. I've never really been a big fan. Maids downtime. I mean, like this hand can still do things, but this is less than ideal. Summons out the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Look at how glowy and shiny it is. Uses Battle Chronicle. Grabs Ultimate Fusion. Okay. Ultimate Fusion's a little bit annoying, but like he can play around it. And 3 back row. Okay. Okay. I see what we're doing. If we don't find a dragon, though, we might just be dead. I mean, at least that's another card we can use. So we always downtime here. Because we need this on the field. Like, if we're going to have any kind of hope, we're going to need this online. We're going to flip it up now, just because it might bait like a... Okay, he had nothing anyway. I think we probably just set double Compulse in case he hits one of them. I think Compulse is going to be more useful than Book of Moon. And that's it. Because we got nothing else we can do. Okay, you guys inspired me. What was the inspiration, Hikari? Dragon Spirit of White. Gross. He's going to try and banish something. So I'll go ahead and use it. I'll target the Blue Eyes. I'm going to play Speed 2 before going out. Ooh. Adds the Successor Soul. Your back row's a little bit full there. Alright, Ultimate Fusion. Dragon Master Knight! Whoa, that's crazy. Now, you're going to have some way to dodge this, is the question. Alright, so that's the Successor Soul. Go! Second compulsory evacuation device. Ah. Okay. It's not looking good. This does literally nothing. I mean, this is getting used either way, so we might as well set this. There's no reason to hold on to it. Then we end our turn. Time to try out heroes. So this is lethal. There's nothing I can do. I can flip one down and then die. Hold. Hold. There's a chance. Use it now. Preemptively use it. I need him to do it there. Right. Book of Moon, go. Save me, Book of Moon. Alright, now just don't have another special summon. Oh, we living. We out here living. It's Tin Heck. We can maybe play. Right, let's face it. We can't actually play the game because we're going to use this. And then he's going to use back row on us and it's not going to work. But we can attempt. We can make an attempt. So we're going to send this. What do we even want? Parlor doesn't really do anything. Actually, Parlor would get something into the graveyard. Adding something to hand doesn't really do anything. Getting something in graveyard kind of does. So I'm going to grab Parlor. Go ahead and summon out the Parlor. Use the effect of Parlor. Effect Veiler. Okay. So, which one do I want to use both? Probably both. We'll go downtime. I think I almost want to just hit one of his cards, but I think getting another dragon to hand is probably going to be worth it. Actually, I don't think I need another big dragon. Getting that to grave. What are we sending to grave? We're sending in a weenie. We can use that to bring that back. Use that to fuse them both. I'm not going to have another one on the field anyway to use that. So yeah, I think we're going to do this. I'm going to target this. Goes for the Successor Soul. Okay. That is actually fine. Right? Why can't I still use this? Oh, one card your opponent controls. Okay, we'll do this. Okay, sending to graveyard. I don't think it matters too much. We'll just get chamber. Okay, so that's all of that done. Now we can activate hospitality. So I could grab this, but I think I want this because then we can just do this fusion. If I grab this, what do I get off of it? Have to be a spell or a trap. Can't be that. That doesn't do anything. I guess we just take Tin Heck. Yes! Let's get Kitchen into the bin as well. And we'll go changeover, and I guess just Shio Pass, like, seems actually not bad. There we go, because it'd be Shio, grab two more, we could then grab another, we still have the Tiding in the graveyard. You should try Dragon Maid variant that plays monster cards, it's really good. Nah, the monsters hold you back, man, they hold you back. Use one and wait for a response to dodge, wrong order. I think that worked out fine. I don't know what like the absolute 100% most efficient way to do that was, but I think that worked out pretty good. Hello, Mr. Tomato. Hello, chat. Hello, Sakadetsu. Welcome, welcome on in. Alright, we go again. As always, we go again. CVX from Indonesia. Let's see what they got. Is this someone we played against before? There's a lot of people that have very similar names that we played against today, so I can't tell if this is someone we played against earlier. So he's not playing... This could be the same Invoke Shadow play we played against earlier. Right, Maid's downtime. I think Parlor is always better here. The question is, do we grab a big one? If we're grabbing a big one, then it really doesn't matter. Right, we'll send Parlor. We'll grab, I don't know, Nudyol. Summon out the chamber. Chamber effect. Just grab the fusion. Go for the Shio. No, there was probably a better line I could have done there. I could have used the one from hand, and then I would have been able to make another fusion monster, which probably would have been better. But this is probably still fine. This is like less all-in, because it means that I have follow-up for next turn if everything does just go wrong. Getting that doesn't really do a ton for me here, so I think we take Parlor. This can then get Tidying in the bin. Okay, let's see what he does. Straight away with the Shadow Fusion. Do we care? He's going to get Construct. I think we just let this go. We'll see what he does. We'll see where this goes. My big thing is I just need to play speed more, so I just get used to the cards. That's always going to be my problem, though, because I never have enough time. And I'm very, like, slow on the uptake. Okay, Winder comes down. So now we're going to learn about all the reasons what I just did was completely the wrong thing to do. So Squamata is... sending it, so it's just going to trigger another card effect, which is fine. So here we'll go Book of Moon. And just flip this down, I guess. Okay, sends Wendy. Wendy's effect. Special on a Shadow monster from your deck, face down defense position. That's also fine. You can have a defense position Shadow monster. Alright, the more this is like unraveling, the more I feel like I probably should have just negated the Shadow Fusion. But I feel like you don't shotgun it first thing. Like that's what you're trying to bait, right? So this bounces a card, right? No, draw 2 cards, discard a card. No, that's completely fine then. You can do that. Hedgehog effect just summons itself. Oh, add a Shadow card from deck to hand. Okay, that's fine. Grabs another Wendy. Right. It'd be really funny if his hand is, like, in such a way that had I just negated the fusion, that was going to be, like, the turnover. Okay, puts that back into his deck. Normal summons Alistair. This is fine. You can grab your invocation. What's even in my grave? Oh, we got Dark, we got Water. Even if it's bait. Yeah, but the thing is, I like I said, I don't play against Shadol enough to know that he was going to do all of this, right? So it's literal ignorance. If I don't know what his deck is capable of, how can I know ahead of time what he's going to do, right? Which one's this? This guy's special summon. Top one card, point controls, destroy it. I mean, we can't let that happen, so this forces this. Just summon out house. Invocation effect gets back the Alistair, but he's already used his normal. I can special summon a guy back. There's no reason to. Earnest. Not the best card for right now. Yeah, I guess we go house. Target parlor. Bring back chamber. Chamber effect. Can use incarnation. What do we even want here? We've already got access to that, so we don't need it. We don't really need that. Do we just grab, like, tidying? Just straight up? Just have interaction during his turn? I mean, downtime's also not bad. I almost think I'd rather have tidying here, though, to be honest. We'll go changeover. Target parlor. Use House Dragon Maid, because this is getting popped either way, so we might as well rip this band-aid off now. Okay, so he gets a draw. Then we'll go ahead and activate changeover. We'll go for Shio, using this from hand. And that's going to be the win. I feel like he must have been bricked up on monsters, right? Because with that many cards in hand, and he only sets one back row, that must just mean we got really, really lucky, and he just had nothing but, like, Shadow bodies in hand. We knew he had, like, the Alistair, and we knew he just, like, searched, or he just got a Dexter draw, so we didn't actually know anything from that. I think all we knew in hand was Alistair, and it must have just been a pile of bodies, right? What else could it have been? What else possibly could it have been? But Toti, are you looking forward to tomorrow's EDO tournament? Because I very much am. I've been doing a decent amount of testing. But the only problem is I keep playing different decks. I've tested like 4 different decks and I still don't know what I want to play. And so because I've been splitting my testing, it means I've done like almost no testing with any of the decks. Draconic Contact. Okay, we're going first again. Send chamber. I think I can't do Shio no matter what now. Because of what we've got. So I think I just have to now commit into the nurse. I don't think there... I don't know what the best play here would have been, but... Because, like, I don't actually have to take changeover here. Because if making her doesn't actually accomplish much, maybe it's just best not to. Because what I could do instead is just take downtime. I think we're just going to take this. This might end up being the wrong decision, but it's the decision we're making. So we will set, and set. And hope this is enough. So he does. I think I know how my deck works now, at least. I won't know my opponent's decks, though. I mean, that's exactly the problem I'm kind of having right now playing this. But I do understand what you mean. At the very least, understanding a rush deck is a lot quicker and easier. There's a lot less text on the cards. You generally get the vibe of what a deck's supposed to do quite quickly. Whereas in speed, it can all be a little bit obtuse. Destroy all face-up monsters your opponent controls. I mean, that's probably not the best thing in the world for us. So we will go ahead and do this. Because if I'm going to lose all my guys anyway, like to him just activating the effect, I don't see a reason not to do this here. The only downside is it means we've used the downtime, which means he now knows that if he has back row hate, he just has to hit this one. Wait, why didn't I get my effect? Did I do it in the wrong order or something? Did I do that wrong? Something went wrong there, but I don't know what it was. Is it? Did I have to resolve those backwards? Okay, Sunrise hits the board. And there's nothing I can do about any of this. I really don't know why I didn't get my search. I can only assume it works one way but not the other with these. Activates Miracle Fusion. I mean, I think I'm just dead, right? I think I'm just dead on board. I don't think one Compulse saves me here. But I would like to know why that didn't resolve how I thought it was going to. Okay. And then Neo's Fusion on top. I mean, yeah, this is beyond over, right? The thing is, I feel like he didn't do anything at all. Like he went like brain dead, caveman, press yellow button, and then he just won the game. Like he didn't he didn't do a combo. He didn't do anything. He just pressed button, won game. It was really weird. I feel like there was no skill expression literally at all in that game. Yes, you had to do it in the other order. Okay, so which one has to resolve, or which one has to resolve first? Okay, so the continuous trap, downtime, has to resolve last. Because that one doesn't care. Okay. Heroes are just staples and board wipes. I mean, yeah. He just spams fusions. Literally, you don't have to think with that deck. You just poly caveman. Downtime, and you draw a bunch. Downtime has the text condition that says, and if you do. Okay, so which one has to resolve first? And which one has to, like, activate first? Because I need to know... Because, like, people will say it in different ways, right? Downtime first. So downtime needs to be on Chainlink 2. Okay. Because I had it there on Chainlink 1 because I flipped up and it was like, do you want to immediately do this? Which is why I just clicked yes, because I didn't think the order mattered. But that's good to know. I mean, this hand looks okay at the moment. Now it takes Miracle. So wait, just make Sunrise? Just double Sunrise. This guy has the really annoying effect, which is it can't be destroyed by battle. Makes Tornado. Okay, we'll just make a Tornado. Okay. There's Nudyal, which is actually pretty good here. I guess we always do this to get this on the field. We'll flip it up. I mean, all things considered, I'd much rather he got rid of that than, like, a more important card, I suppose. We'll go Nurse. Nurse effect. Target Parlor. Droplet. Has he got a spell? It's not a spell. We go Parlor, send Changeover. Changeover, target Parlor. I don't know how we actually beat this. I mean, this is the annoying card, right? The Armed Dragon Thunder. This isn't too bad, and this is like a vanilla now. But we always go Changeover here. We always go Shio. Is there a reason to keep this in hand? We've already used our normal. We don't have a discard. Her in hand doesn't do anything, so I think we are better off just doing this. We'll summon out the Shio. We'll set both. Go to battle, and we will just swing into this. Okay. I would love to activate my Shio. Okay. I would have really liked to use my Shio. And he's keeping his Armed Dragon Thunder. I mean, he's got, like, not much else going on, right? We'll go Parlor Effect. We'll send Tidy. Alright. Let's see what he's got. Dragonic Contact. Sends that. Does he get the effect? Because it has been sent from the field to the graveyard. But usually a skill wouldn't activate a chain. But I suppose it would just be on a new chain. Or on a chain after the skill resolves. Okay, so it just doesn't get its effect at all. I mean, it's on the field now, right? So either way, I wouldn't be able to stop it. Straight to battle. So how exactly does this one work? This card collects turn it special summoned. Okay, so that doesn't matter. So if I bounce this back now... This way we get to keep a body. This effect won't be able to be used anyway, so it's kind of whatever. We'll let that die. That's a very funny draw. Oh, we'll flip up Nurse. I guess we use Changeover, then we just normal summon it. Nurse, bring back Parlor. Parlor effect. I don't think it matters right now. As we wait for a response. I'll have to catch up on chat in a sec, by the way, guys. Apologies. And we are waiting for a response. So we're just sending something to the bin. Again, I don't think any of this really makes a difference. So I think we just send... Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Send chamber. Bro is like hard DCing right now. I guess we'll just use hospitality here. I forgot we had this. Does hospitality summon in defense? It does summon in defense, so we don't want to use that. Although I think both of them summon in defense, don't they? In defense. So it's like, if I summon out the Shio, I could potentially get it back in rotation, but it doesn't, like, do anything. I mean, we just win this turn anyway, right? Or do we? I guess we'll get back the Shio, because we can just, like, put it back into rotation. We'll go changeover. I'm going to use this, and I'm going to use this. And you can't stop me. Summon out house. Then I could use tidying if I want, but like it doesn't actually get me anything from this point of view. Because like... I don't know why I did this. Why did I do this? What was the logic? I had a line, and I've like completely lost whatever the line was. Whatever I had planned, it is now gone. I'll tell you what, we'll do this. We're going to go tidying. This is, like, really silly, but, like, we're just doing it anyway. We're going to bring back Chamber. We're going to use Chamber Effect. I'm sure I had a plan. And whatever that plan was is now completely gone. I could also just take tidying just to be super safe. We'll do that. We'll just play it safe. Just going to go Book of Moon. Just going to target this. We're just going to say... I had a plan. I don't know what the plan was anymore. Whatever it was, it's gone. I also forgot. I always forget that. I always forget that that is a thing that happens. That has come up, I think, one time ever for me. That I've brought Shio back using the Dragon Maid's effect. I literally 100% of the time forget that as a thing. I was overthinking that so hard because I just forgot that is a thing that happens. That's just... Yeah, I know. It's frustrating to watch me play this deck sometimes. I understand. It's frustrating for me to play this deck sometimes because after the fact you realise just what an idiot you've been. Oh my god. Oh my... I need to remember that I can bring back Shio. I always forget. I always absolutely forget. Tomato check DM, too much for stream apparently. What's up? Let's check your DM. Explain is, and if you do effects on card, need the cost to be correct right up until you resolve the card in the chain. If it doesn't have, and if you do, then you can do what you want with the card after you've met the cost conditions to activate the card and just not resolve it. The problem is, I didn't, like... I skim the cards all the time. I never, like, actually read cards. Like, that's my big issue. So, I understood the way it resolved one time, and then I just assumed the wording on both cards would then be the same, which means you could have them resolve in either way you wanted. That's where I went wrong with it, because I just didn't bother reading to see if they had the same wording. I just went, this one does that, this one does a similar thing, they probably work in the same way. Add +5 cards from out of your deck to your hand. I mean, sounds pretty good to me. Also, hello, Karma Yu-Gi-Oh! Welcome. Leak Gemini, second guess 5 cards a hand. I mean, the Leak Gemini skill, I think, actually does look pretty good. I don't think... I mean, there's the obvious bad ones, right? But, like... I think a lot of the new skills look really cool. I think the Battling Boxer skill looks cool, if not, like, a little bit too fair. I basically play the same way, lol. Skim, read all cards, and make the mistakes until I remember. I think that's the thing, right? I'm a person that learns by doing, right? So rather than, like, read all the cards ahead of time, know exactly what they do, understand, do this, do this, do this, do this, I'm better at, like, fumbling over everything, and then, like, I remember because I've done it before, right? The other thing is, like, I haven't had to play, like, speed properly competitively for, like, a very long time. Like, playing in the handful of speed tournaments that I have, I didn't feel confident going into any of them. At no point since, like, Rush came out have I felt confident in playing speed. Because I never understand what my opponent's decks do, no matter what. That is always my big issue. I'm always just like... I kind of know what this deck's end board does, if he gets to it. And you know, it's like the Tachyon deck, for example. I understand what the deck fundamentally is trying to do, right? You're trying to get, like, 2 big Xyz monsters. You can get, like, what, Felgrand or Tachyon. If you're going second, you want to pop their board with, like, Cypher and armor, like, full armor, and Cypher Blade, I think it is. You obviously use the skill to search the Omni, and then you can use the Omni from the hand, etc., etc. I understand, like, what it's trying to do. The problem is knowing where along that combo line you're supposed to interrupt them. That's the stuff I suck at. And we've just drawn this off the top, which really sucks, but we're going to use this anyway and get it onto the field. There is the Garnet. Oh, flip it over. Let's see if he wants to pop it with his Armed Dragon Thunder. There's no reason not to do this. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Maid's downtime. We'll send... I think we always just send Parla, and we always grab Nurse, because even if he goes for a pop, it doesn't matter, because Nurse will still resolve. If he has, like... It'd have to be a counter trap, right, for it to actually matter. Nurse, target Parla. Parla effect, we always have to send changeover. Maybe we don't have to, but we're going to. Use changeover, we'll put Nurse back to hand. And you don't get better at that unless you play the matchup way more. Exactly. That is always going to be my fundamental issue. I probably should have done that there. I'm like trying to save this to like dodge one of these, but he's just going to wait until I fusion summon, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, I suppose we'll at least trade negates. I don't know what his back row is though, so he's probably going to be able to use his back row in response, which is going to cause me issues. But I think we're just going to let it ride and see how it ends up. Don't think there's a reason to hold on to Nurse, so we'll just slap down the Shio straight up. Right, this is where he's going to do something. I don't know what the something is yet. I'll be surprised if he didn't do something here. Super Poly. Okay, I mean, that's fine though, right? Because can't we just tag Parla into Shio? Go to the battle phase. Parla's effect. Gonna use that. Targets that, okay. So can I use downtime now? Or not? Is the question. Turn this card to your hand if you do special summon level 8. I don't think I can use downtime here, right? I don't know if anyone can update me on this. I'm pretty sure I can't use downtime because then she won't resolve. Right, we're hemorrhaging time right now. Right, we're just going to go no. Because I'm not getting anything. We waited like 15 seconds. Wait. Wait a minute. Oh, is it this only specific ones can bring it back? Oh, no. I mean... No, this is actually really bad. This is really bad. Let's go next. Let's just go next, guys. I don't know what we were supposed to do there. It's clear that some of the Dragon Maids can bring back Shio and others can't, and I don't know the difference. Only Chamber can bring back Shio. Okay, that's good to know. Again, I just do it. I just click the button when it comes up, right? Okay, that's good to know, though. It's good to know that only Chamber can do it. Now I know that, you know, we now know that. We use the skill. Send that to the grave. Grab out anything. Like, what do we do after that? I wouldn't have access to the little one. I mean, I guess we do it anyway, because, like, what else are we doing here? And grab a spell trap, which means we could get that back from the graveyard just by using that. That's pointless. I think it has to be Chamber here. We normal Chamber. Chamber effect grabs us. Hospitality. Hospitality brings back Syntech or Tinkhek. Yeah, we'll send one to the grave. We don't need you in hand. We'll drop changeover into the Shio. And then we'll set 2 pass. Not exactly like the craziest, but I think this was fine. It's just hero is Jaden Links. Oh yeah. But on the plus side, that does make it a lot easier in a lot of ways to, like, play the game, right? Because if you work out a strategy that beats hero, you know that you're almost always going to play against it. So, like, in some ways, that could be beneficial. Level 2 brings back 7s. 3s bring back 8s. Chamber is level 4 and higher, I think. Okay, level 7 higher, yeah. That does make sense. That does make sense. That's what I mean, though. I skim the cards. I never, like, read the fine print. I think that's fine. So special Stratos. Stratos gets a search. That's fine. Grabs liquid. Doesn't normal jet. Sends the Neos. Sets the Armed Dragon level 10. Adds Poly to hand. Grabs the Super Poly. Activates the Poly. I think this is fine. What are you making here? Straight into Sunrise. What does this graveyard effect do? Banish card, draw 2 cards, place a card. Okay. I don't really like the idea of you getting that. I think I'm going to try and use the Shio here, because I think it's going to get super polyed anyway. I think stopping Sunrise, getting rid of it, and stopping him from having access to Miracle Fusion is probably a good shout. He still has the Super Poly for us to worry about, but again, we can't respond to the Super Poly. And if this is going to get Super Poly in a minute anyway, it's like we might as well just fire it off. We can bring out House. Alright, what else have you got for me? So this just gets you a pop, right? I mean, I could just put it back down, or I could put it into your hand. I think I'd rather just have it be face down more than anything else. I think just letting you keep it is probably not a good shout. So we could drop a Super Poly here, if you confuse these two. Activates Neo's Fusion. The worst thing about this is, he's summoned a fusion monster. He's summoning another fusion monster. He summoned Arm Dragon level 10 for free. That's all fine and dandy, but he still has 4 cards in his hand. Like, he's still gonna, like, keep going. You could compulse your chamber to pop it. But the only problem with that is I want to save both of these for him, right? What does this one do? Must be fusion summons. Choose my dragon to graveyard. Destroy all monsters your opponent controls with equal to a lower level than that. And this card destroys a monster by battle. I think we let this go. I could put a card back in my hand. But then he could just Super Poly. I think we actually just let this go. Now the downside of letting this go is if we do survive, we now don't have a Maid in hand. Goes to battle, swings. We'll drop the Compulse. So one of these is probably Super Poly. Don't know what the other one is. Now that kind of stinks. Well, we grab downtime either way. I mean, we just set both, right? What else can we do? Alright, let's see what he's got. Can he beat Book of Moon? Sets Rainbow Dragon, which does have enough attack on its own. Wait, can he just create infinite free polymerizations? That's so funny. Could bro literally use this every single turn and just get like 8 polymerizations? Oh my god, does he actually not have a way to beat Book of Moon? Go, Book of Moon! That is really amusing. I don't know if there's any practical way to do anything with that, but it's really funny to me. Ah! Ah! That's the game, unfortunately. Rip. Rip. I feel like you could make the effects, like both the effects on the hero skill, once per turn, or once per duel, and the skill would still be overpowered. But, like, making it infinite means you've just given the deck, like, infinite grind game for, like, no reason. Like, it doesn't need it. But they're like, no, we're just going to give it to you anyway. I guess you did have to compulse your own chamber. So the reason I didn't want to do that was because if I compulse my chamber, then he could have dropped Super Poly and then just got rid of it, so it didn't go back to my hand anyway. So, like, It was a weird situation where I would have technically outed his guy, but he could have then summoned out another guy in its place. But I don't really know what his super poly targets are, right? Like, if he just didn't have anything that my guy fused into his guy into, then yeah, it would have been a no-brainer. I don't know what he's got, is the major concern. He can't super poly anymore after he used Neos Fusion, since he can't special summon. So I don't know that, right? I don't play Neos Fusion, so I don't play against it until today as well. So like, it's just information I just don't have. Now I could sit there and read every single one of his cards, but realistically I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm not going to sit there and read every single meta card from every single meta deck, right? It's just not feasible. I have to play and then learn it as we go. We'll go Nurse, grab Parlor. Bring this out, Parlor Effect. We're going to send Changeover. Changeover Effect. We'll target Nurse. We use Downtime. Also on Nurse. Does anything here matter too much? Guess we'll just take Tidying here. Then we can go Changeover. It's a little bit awkward. I should have done it the other way around, really. Because I want this in the bin. I'm not going to get the extra summon anyway, so I don't think it matters. Let's just get that effect off. So I think I will send you and you. What is a Keeper of the Shrine? You can special summon this card, then once it's graveyard, then it's just a guy. Does this guy do anything now? It's 2 tributes for a tribute of a dragon. He doesn't have a skill. I'm just gonna swing. It's Komodo Dragon. Okay. Again, I have no idea what this is. Arc Brave. This card is special for the graveyard badge. Possible if this card to. Mate, I am so lost as to what is happening in this game. You'll have plenty of hero matchups to practice this for sure. I mean, yeah, that's one of the benefits, right? I mean, first off, it's not a very complicated deck, but when Blue Eyes was like the only deck anyone was playing, I played against that deck so much that I just found every small interaction that I possibly could with it, so I knew exactly how to play against it. Alright, we'll send Tidying. Is that a prismatic compulsory? Yes, it is. Behold. Alright, 2 tributes to summon out a Blue Eyes White Dragon. With you so far. Changes to defense. Alright, well, Tidying. Target this. Target this. And then, yeah, he doesn't have any back row, so back to the hand. I need Prismatic Snaky Boy tomorrow. You're going to get it literally tomorrow. That would be impressive. I don't need to summon that. I've got nothing in the graveyard to bring back with that, so I think I'm just going to grab Chamber. But I could understand a Prismatic by the end of the event, right? But tomorrow? Go, Shio. Do I just bring that back from the grave? Out you come, did y'all? I mean, sure, I guess we just go chamber. Chamber effect. Hospitality, why not? Then changeover, target you. Put it back in the hand again, because this is something I could just keep doing. Sure, let's just grab another big one. Why not? Go for house. Let's just click random buttons at this point. No, I don't think I have to worry about anything. We'll just go to battle. I have the compulse as well. I could have used it just to get him out of the way. What does he do? Bad effect is destroyed. You can special summon this card. Normal monster. So he's just gonna special summon it. Okay, I'm just gonna say no. No, just no. You're not allowed to do that. Go get him, champ. Alright, we did it. We managed to beat the skillless deck. It's fine. Did Pot replace Shield and Sword? Hi, by the way. Shield and Sword hasn't really seen a ton of play in a long time, to be honest. Like, Shield and Sword... When did that stop seeing play? Probably around the time, like, Rebels fell out. Like, because it's basically, like, Tribute to the Doomed is, like, the generic one now. And then it's, like, Pot of Avarice has sort of replaced that. Except, like, specific choices. So now it's like you either play Pot of Avarice or you play Tribute to the Doomed. And then, like, 2 decks are happy to play Pot of Greed. I mean, only legend spells I have. Well, in that case, almost always yes then. Again, there's going to be certain situations, right? Like, if you're playing against mostly, like, Cyber Dragon, you probably don't need Shield and Sword. But if you're playing against, like, I don't know, a lot of Psychics, like, they're going to have 0 defense monsters on the field a decent amount, so then Sword and Shield's probably going to be alright. Okay. This is a hand. But, hello. Is that a capital I? Or is that a lowercase I at the start of your name? I need to know now. Is that Lasferusa? I assume it must be, because Easiphorus. I couldn't even. I use Shield and Sword with Cider and Pierce. I assume that's Cyber Dragon? I don't know what Cider is. Oos? Is that Oos? Os? Oos? I would pronounce that as Oos. Or Aus? Maybe Aus. Maybe I'll pronounce that as Aus. The problem is I'm British, and the English language is very complex for, like, no reason at all. They're just like, we're just going to use a whole bunch of different stuff for, like, no reason. Sidra Magic. Yeah, I assumed you were on Sidra. Okay. I'd probably just use Pot of Greed with that. But I don't know, it's one of those things. Shield and Sword will sometimes be really clutch, but Pot of Greed is always good against everything, right? It's never bad to get a +1. It's Osama, but I like shorting it. I see. You set a monster. What's going on here? This doesn't feel right. Maids downtime. Grab the downtime. Flip it up. Maids downtime. Don't think it matters too much. I think you are slightly better, so I'll take Parlor here. Normal Parlor, Parlor effect, send changeover. Changeover. Parlor back to hand. We'll also use downtime. Don't need this. Don't need any of this. I guess I'm just gonna take Chamber. We'll drop the changeover. Go for the Shio using this and this. Then I guess we'll just set and set. Go to battle and we'll swing. Is that a hedgehog? I mean, I could negate that, but I don't think this is the right thing to negate. I think we negate the fusion when he tries it in a minute. I think that's correct. There's no way he doesn't take Shadow Fusion here, right? L Shadow Fusion, that's just like Shadow Fusion, but it's not. Alright. Dragon Maid Shio. What's he got? He's thinking about the El Shadow Fusion. He's got it in his hand. He's like, I could just El Shadow. He used the skill to shuffle back his trap? Yes. We will go ahead and grab back the Parlor effect. We will send the Tidying to the grave. Right, let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's got. Yeah, I don't... Like I said, we're in plat. A lot of these players don't really know what they're doing, I think, a lot of the time. Oh. Now, we kind of were just clicking on the screen there. We actually did mean to negate this, but this is fine. I'm sure this is fine. Making Shekinaga? When a special summon monster activates its effect while it's on the field, you can negate the activation. Okay. I mean, I'm tempted to just immediately, like, throw a Tidying at him. So now I try and negate. He negates me. What is this effect doing? Okay, so we try and use this. He'll use his to negate me. Which is fine, because that just means both of our effects are turned off. And I don't have to worry about doing anything else. It negates and destroys. Okay, that is important. I did need to know that. He hasn't got many cards left, I suppose. Obviously, Wendy's going to get him a card. I should have read that it was going to destroy, and then I'd have been fine. That's fine, you can use Beast. Uses Incarnation. Okay. Flips up Dragon. compulse. And then he still has Shadow Fusion, brother. Okay, Winder comes down. Grabs the Wendy. Okay. Time limit win! We got a time limit win! How do... I mean, we were completely fine, right? We had Tidying down. He had, like, nothing left. We just get rid of his guy. Next turn, make a boss, slam into him for game. So, like, I'm pretty sure we just win that either way. But how do you run out of time there? What even just happened? What on earth just happened? I am just... I have no words. I have no words. Alright, me too. Let's go, me too. Oh, it's heroes again. Oh boy. It's funny as well that we've played against, what, 3 Shadow today? I think we played like, what is it, like 6, 7 hero, and then 3 Shadow. Like 2 Blue Eyes. That might just be it. And then like a couple of like one-of like random ass decks. Okay, I mean this hand's pretty good, assuming we don't get stopped. Because we cannot play through Veiler. So if he just has Veiler, we aren't doing anything here. Just take the win. Tomato versus the Me Too movement. Just scoop, bro. Alright, Parlor comes out. Parlor effect. Send changeover. Activate changeover. We need you in the bin either way. I might as well grab Parlor back to hand. And we'll drop changeover into the Shio. Using the Nudyal. And then we'll just set these two. Pass on this. I hate heroes. I think a lot of people are in the same boat. I don't think that's an unpopular opinion, to be honest. Out comes Parlor. Parlor effect. We'll just send the Tidying. Alright, what you got? Instead of Nurse opening, it's often better to chamber into Hospitality. So the reason I like the Nurse is because then you can use Shio to bring back Nurse and bring back Parlor. If you open Tidying as well, you can basically activate the Tidying, fuse off, then put the other one back into your hand, right? Using the changeover from the graveyard. So you can basically do both fusions at once, which you couldn't do the other way. Now obviously that's only relevant if you open the changeover, but it's something that's quite nice. Hero suffering from the Sidra Rush syndrome. I mean, it's kind of been a thing that's been traded back and forth, right? Like we had like Tachyon format where everyone was just playing Tachyon. Do we do this? Is the next question. I kinda want to. I think I actually have to use Tidying here. It's awkward. Because no matter what, this cuts me off from something. I don't want him to use his effect. And the reason I want to keep Compulse is because I can use it even if my board gets wiped. So if he's super polys and for whatever reason I lose my entire board, I could still use Compulse where I couldn't use Tidying. So cheap and now everyone's playing it? Yeah, I mean, it's basically like exactly right? Like the Cyber Dragon. Do we care about Poly? I think we just let Poly go. Because again, I could just stop the monster that gets summoned. The issue is if he uses like liquid and shit, then he can use the effects to draw a load of cards. Probably we only got 8 heroes out of 43. Oh, yesterday. Which tournament was on yesterday? Are we talking about... Was it Grand's Meta Weekly yesterday? Yeah, this is fun. You can halve my attack. I don't mind. Grand Prix. Okay. I did watch a decent chunk of the Grand Prix, but I wasn't able to watch it in its entirety. I remember it was, what, representation-wise, I think 48, like, showed up playing heroes. Something silly like that. So again, I don't mind all the stuff he's doing. What bothers me is that he still has so many cards left in his hand. If doing all of this, like, ate through his resources, I'd be like, okay, whatever, right? But he's doing all of this, and he just keeps going and going and going. There's no end to it. Maybe I should have negated this. I probably should have negated that. The reason I think I should have negated there is because as soon as he gets out a second monster, he can now just go to combat and just clear over me without me having the ability to tag out. If he gets, like, greedy, then maybe I can, like, really punish him here. Like, if he goes into, like, Sunrise, I could just use it there. Okay, so now if Sunrise's effect activates, I think we just negate this, because, like, our guy's going to get beaten over in combat anyway, so we want to tag it out regardless. He also set these two, which is really silly. If we'd have known that he was going to set these two, like, really, really early, we could have tried to hold on to the tidying and then got the pop there and put one of these back in his hand. But then again, putting it back in his hand also wouldn't actually accomplish anything because it's still the main phase. We've just set it again. It's a shame that House can't just pop anything. It has to pop monsters because that would have been really nice. Grab Stratos. E! Exactly. Summon Stratos, which is... Oh, that's really annoying, though, because that's probably going to... Yeah, that's going to force this. I think we always go for this. Because now, he can do anything he wants with impunity. And there's nothing we can really do. So we did negate the summon of one of his boss monsters. What have you got left that you wanted to do that? Ah, we're just summoning this. What were your back row? I don't understand. What did you have? What could those back row have been that he was completely out of options? If he went through both of his Neos, maybe he didn't have a target for Neos Fusion. This is like a really bad version of this deck, by the way. This is like really bad. So they can't have been these, right? I mean, I suppose it could have been. I have no idea what he had. I mean, his hand was probably one of these, right? Something along these lines. So weird, bro. So weird. How many E did you get? I don't think we actually got any E. Oh, we got one. We have a singular E. We are one E. Hello, Cyclone. Welcome, welcome on in. All right, we go again. Our win rate against heroes is actually not that bad. Now, the caveat is we're playing against like some of the worst hero players on the ladder. But win rate's win rate, right? Win rate's not actually looking that bad. It's Jaden/Ubel. Nope, we're on rank up. Can we actually find it is the question. Hey, Globe. Welcome, welcome. E. I mean, we can use the skill. And then what? Set tidying pass? I think we're dead. I don't think there's a world in which we can survive this. We can't just do absolutely nothing, so we have to use this. So we send Sauravis, and then... getting a card engraved doesn't help me. That doesn't help me. That doesn't help me. I think we just take Chamber. Again, it doesn't do anything, but like, what else are we doing? Summon Chamber. I think we actually just take downtime. We've lost, right? The game is over, but we're gonna do what we can. We're gonna try. It's Eternal Bond, by the way. Oh, is it Eternal Bond? I wasn't paying attention at all. You're right. So it's Glue Bell. Okay, that's fine. Grabs Miracle Contact, okay. I'm not entirely sure how we beat Wiseman with this deck. Can we just put it back to hand? We can, right? I'm pretty sure we just put it back to hand. But that's probably going to be our go-to. Leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect while its owner controls it. So we have to not put that back. So I have to put that back. Okay, so we'll go Tidying. Target this. We have to target this, otherwise we're dead. Then we can go Downtime. Put this back. I don't know, grab Nudyol. Okay. So we're alive, okay? I don't know if we're going to win, but we're alive. If I'd put that back, he just summons Wise Man because it's effect, and then just gets to slap us twice anyway. So that was the only option we had. Now the issue is, if we battle it, we take a load of damage. So we have to summon out our guy, use that to put it back, and then negate. I guess do we have to just summon this? I don't think there's really much more of an option. So I guess, yeah, we'll just summon out the Dragon Maid now. Monsters return to the extra deck to activate their effect. Oh, okay. I mean, that gives us many options then, if that is the case. I guess we'll just straight up drop the changeover. Make this, using this, and this. We'll use Hospitality. Don't think it matters really, we'll just grab this. Then we can go Tidying. Target this. And this. And we can use this. Target this. I mean, let's just grab this. It's funny. Alright, it does not trigger. We have learned something today. And we'll just use changeover. Well, this is lethal anyway, but we'll do this anyway. Why not? Just use this and this. Just summon this. I don't know, he could play Kiteroid. But if he does, we don't technically kill through Kiteroid, right? Okay, we're fine anyway. Because I think we could negate the Kite-Roid in the hand, but then we couldn't negate the Kite-Roid in the graveyard, so we'd stop one of the 3,000 attacks. Cards that return to hand / extra deck can't activate their removed condition. That is a weird one as well. I don't know how often that comes up, but that is a ruling I've just never heard of, like, at all. Like, straight up. Hey, rank up. That's always nice. Maybe we should have had a tally going for just how many heroes. Where's Kim Friend to berate your rush brain being too small for speed rulings? Oh, don't worry. He's always around somewhere, lurking in the shadows, ready to leap out. It's Dice Day. That's not Jaden. It's just Shadow. Why is everyone playing Shadows? Is Shadow, like, good into hero? Is that why so many people are on it? Trying to think if there's, like, any reason. I think we just go for the Maid play. Because we have it in hand. Or the Maid. Like they're not all maids. We're gonna go you... the Nurse. I'm going to summon out the Nurse. Nurse, bring back Chamber. Chamber grabs Changeover. Activate Changeover. Make this using this and this. Out comes the Shio. Then we can go Changeover, target Chamber, activate Changeover, summon out House. Out comes House. Set back row, end turn. Your standby phase, Shio, bring back Nurse. And then you bring back Parlor. Parlor sends Tidying, and then we have something we can do on this turn. In case we need it. Alright. What you got for me? Invoke Shadow was popular IRL, so people are now drawn to it in-game. I mean, that makes sense. Alright, we're gonna go straight away, Shio. Is that a Shui raid? Welcome, welcome on in, Duelist. Why can't I hear the Shui raid? Now I don't know if you're getting the audio twice is the issue. I need to, like, fix that at some point. But hello, hello, Shui raiders. Welcome, welcome on in. We negate the fusion spell. We win the game. Everything working exactly as intended. But how is it going, Shui and friends? Did you swap off of Red Eyes in the end, or did you just keep playing Red Eyes the whole time? I am very curious. We, on the other hand, have just been playing Maids. We've been playing against a lot of heroes. There are so many heroes in Platinum. We've actually got an okay win rate against the heroes, you know. It's not actually looking that bad. They always, like, do a load of stuff, which looks horrifying. And then either we just die or we don't. Seems to kind of just be how things are resolving at the moment. Who do the Dragon Maids work for? That's a good question. Probably like Striker Dragon. I swapped from Red Eyes ranked down twice and played other decks. What other decks did you play? Ooh. This is fine. Kind of. Okay. We use Maid's downtime. We'll send you. I can get access to whatever I want. Getting this gets me the double fusion, which I think... Does this actually get me into a double fusion? I go 1, 2, grab that discard, fuse those, put that back to hand. Bring that back, nothing really changes. So I don't actually think Nurse is the pick here. I almost kind of would rather have Chamber, if I'm honest. Right, let's go Chamber. Let's try this out. We're gonna free form. Going off the rails. We're just gonna see what happens. We're just gonna get weird with it. I think I do just want a tidying, because I think just having interaction might be what helps me out here. We'll go changeover, just make a Shio. Summon out the girl. All set. I could use this, bounce something back to my hand. But then I wouldn't have anything else. I don't think it's worth it. I think we probably just pass on this. Shio effect will grab back Chamber. Chamber effects. We will probably here just grab downtime. Kind of want the downtime. Alright, let's see what happens. Play Crafters, then swap to Invoke Shadow. Ah, you're part of the problem. We have played against so many Invoke Shadow today. Like, so many Invoke Shadows. Toy Bender? Yeah, that's fine. What are we discarding is the question. It's going to go straight in with the Patchworks. We don't want to kind of get left behind. So what are we going to search? Probably Chain and Poly? Yep. So now we can go into a fusion play, which is probably going to force out the Shio, which kind of sucks. But as long as we can maintain tidying or Shio, we're going to be fine. Oh, okay, we're just going to go straight for this. Cauldron of the Old Man? Bruh. Okay, so now we just grab Fright for fusion. Okay, we're just playing a weird build, aren't we? Dogs, fine. You've already used Vendor, so you probably don't take Wings here. You've already normaled, so you don't take Dolphin. You're probably going to take Sabers. Or you could potentially... Okay, we do just take Sabers. So we have the Poly already. You have Poly. You don't have Fright for Fusion, which is the weird part of this. Are you open to backseating or not? I don't mind backseating. The only thing that gets annoying is when... Because there's delay on the stream, right? So it frustrates me when I'm not getting the information quick enough because of the delay. That is the only time it like bothers me. But other than that, it's completely fine. I don't mind getting backseated. Usually I like it like in retrospect, what you could have done was XYZ, right? That generally is more helpful to me because then I can look at it after the fact. Trying to do it in the moment, it can get like awkward. Tomato, do the thing with the card. What thing? What do you want me to do? He's doing Edge and Persist. Okay, this is fine. That's fine. You can have your Sabers. Fusion Substitute. Which one's this? Okay, I'll allow this. Cruel Whale comes down. I mean, I think we have to stop the Cruel Whale, because otherwise just gets to, like, freely pop us. He can still use the other effect of Cruel Whale if he wants, which is completely fine. Just sends a card to grave. Out comes House. So is this fusion summoned? Okay, that's fine. I mean, this is annoying because he's going to get to clap some of our board, but also it doesn't really matter. Because, like, we have the tidying, right? So it's whatever. So we always put Chamber back. I don't think there's a point in putting his back row back, because he's just going to put it back anyway. So I think we are just going to go for the Tiger. Now, the downside of putting Tiger back is he could just use Tiger again. But most people are going to be playing 1 or 2 Sabers. That probably doesn't matter too much. Oh, what's this graveyard effect? Return it and draw a card. So it just gets a draw. We know this trap's basically dead at the moment, because it's a trap. Alright, so now we can use it to bring back a guy. But the guy he brings back is going to be gimped anyway, so I don't think it matters too much. But behold, my maid's downtime. Come on out, Dragon Maid downtime. And then we'll flip it up. Ooh, you didn't see that coming, did ya? Ooh. Right, we'll go ahead and summon that Chamber. Chamber effect. I don't need this, because I've already got one in the grave, so I guess we're taking Tidying? Let's go Changeover. Target Chamber. Then I guess we'll do this, and I could just force it out. I don't know if there's a benefit to forcing it out, though, to be honest. I almost just don't even want to. Ah, screw it, we'll do it. We'll just force it out. We're clicking buttons. We're seeing what happens here. Back to your hand. Aha! He needed to do it before, you silly Billy. Alright, we'll go Hospitality. Come on back, Tinkheck. Changeover, go! We'll go Shio by using this and this. Out comes the Shio. We use Tidying. I mean, we'll summon out the kitchen. I don't think it matters, but we'll do it. Waiting for a response. I don't even need Parlor. Like, I think we're past the need for Parlor. What you could have done was Hospitality the kitchen on turn 1 to send Nurse, so your Shio would special summon the Nurse. Yes. I'm trying to think. Let me think that turn. Let me break this down. I got to try and remember what I actually did do. So I summoned something. I summoned Chamber, right? So I could have Hospitality the kitchen, which I sent to the graveyard, brings back the Nurse. So so that would have just literally spent the Hospitality, but in exchange I have Nurse in rotation. When it comes to using Shio, then Shio could bring back Nurse, which just gets me an extra body. So the only thing that actually changes is Nurse is now in rotation and I have 1 extra body, and the downside is that I've spent my spell card. I mean, that seems fine. I don't know if that's like drastically better than the alternative. Like, I don't think it's worse by any stretch. I think it is a better play, but is it that much better? Because at that point, I've spent the Hospitality, so I don't have it for a future turn. But, like, does the future turn matter, right? Everyone is trying so hard on ladder, and I'm just here vibing with Trap Tricks, Dogma, and Heavenly Prison. Well, you do you, man. You do you. But also, welcome on in, Raindown. I don't know if non-British people understand gimped. I said it to my Canadian buddy, and he was like, what? I don't know. Well, again, we're going to have a lot of lingo, right? We have a lot of weird lingo. Like, there's a lot of British lingo that we even Brits don't really use. Like Cockney and stuff, right? What are we against? We're against Battle Chronicle. Okay. Send Chamber, grab Nurse. Normal Nurse. Nurse effect. Attempt to bring back Chamber. No Veiler means I actually get to play the game. Is there anything specifically I need here? So by doing this, I can use these two, make that, and then I wouldn't have anything else. If I want to make a second maid, I want to take hospitality. So I think we're going to do that. We'll drop changeover. Go for this by using this and this. Get out the Shio. Activate changeover. Put back maid. Maid again. I keep saying maid as like shorthand when it means nothing. We'll drop the hospitality. Again, it doesn't matter as long as I don't click on nurse. Change over again. Into house. We'll then set tidying. Pass turn. The body you would have summoned was chamber, so it was another search during your opponent's turn. But didn't I summon chamber anyway? So the only thing that would have mattered would have been the... Yeah, we summoned chamber off of the Shio anyway, instead of the nurse, right? So I don't think it would have been an extra. I could be wrong. I could be misunderstanding, but I'm pretty sure the only difference is that we would have used Shio into nurse into chamber instead of just Shio into nurse, or Shio into chamber even. We're going to grab tidying. I kind of want turnover, or whatever it's called. Whatever the other trap's called. But at the same time, I feel really silly when I add it to my hand and then my board gets wiped. The trap trick skill is too limited. I can't even run dogma punishment targets. Do I just stop this? Right, this might be really silly, but I'm going to Shio this. Because this is like... This is 2 cards gone from him, right? He's effectively just lost 2 cards. That might be enough to just end his turn. I've got 2 3Ks on the board. I still have interaction. Alright, we'll go tidying. The White Stone of Ancients! That's fine. You can have that. Alright. We'll go for a Summon of Chamber. Chamber effect. Goes for a Crackdown. Okay. I will allow it. I don't really need this, because I'm only going to be doing 1 fusion this turn either way, right? So I guess here I'm going to take the downtime. No, wrong button. We will go changeover. And I have to use that to actually make the fusion, which is a little bit annoying. It's probably fine. Can I get rid of this? I think. Alright, we will go tidying. Bring this back. It's got another Crackdown. Bottomless Trap Hole. Well, that doesn't work against me, my friend, because my card can't be destroyed, and your card says destroy and then banish. We'll use this. We'll use this. Summon this. Then we will just go for this. Oh, that's annoying, actually. If I do that, I mean, I still win if I do it, but it's just like, I shouldn't have done this first. I forgot I needed this space. Mine. That could have mattered. Fortunately, it didn't. But it could have. I need to, that's the only time I don't want Shio in the EMZ is when I'm going to link, but I so rarely link that it doesn't, like, register in my head as mattering. Yo, hello, Monosync. Welcome on in. Your nurse would have returned during the battle phase for House to pop. Oh, that is also a good shout. That is, I gotta say, that is my biggest, because I have a lot of big weaknesses when it comes to playing speed. My biggest weakness is, or for playing this deck specifically, is I oftentimes just completely forget that the maids like tag out because it just doesn't come up very often. It's like today, so far in the 2.5 hours we've been playing, I have used them to tag twice. Right? In 2.5 hours, we have done it twice. So it's like, it just doesn't happen too often, so I just forget it's a thing. Highlight of the day, a hero player just used MST on my Pot of Duality. That is a good one. That is a good one. Alright. Let us see what our next Kyber opponent has for us. Ooh, so he's not actually playing Battle Chronicle. Dragon Maid is actually my first deck in Master Duel. I made so many misplays. I mean, yeah, I am very much not a Dragon Maid player. I am a person who is playing Dragon Maids. I am going to make mistakes. I got top 4 in a tournament. I could not tell you how, other than Dragon Maids into Ghost Trick is very unfair. I felt like I could have made 100 mistakes and still won that game. It happens more often if you use more Hospitality, since it sends the counterpart from the deck to grave. That is a good point, actually. I did like using 2 Hospitality, but like the problem is when you get people in chat and people that like want to help you deck build and stuff, you'll always get one group of people being like, do this. Oh, pardon me. Like, do this, do this, do this. It's really important you do this, do this, do this. And then you get another group of people saying, don't do that. That's awful. It's like a really bad idea. So like when I was building this deck, I had so many people being like, oh, you only need 1 Hospitality. And now I've had 2 different people come in and be like, why aren't you playing more Hospitality? And it's like, well, because the first lot of people from the first stream told me not to. And obviously, again, when we built the deck, we were looking at the top performing Dragon Maid lists from tournaments. I'm nearest turn 1. So that part is just not doing anything. So he's just got this. He can just tag out. That's weird, isn't it? Adds the poly. Gets the super poly. Flips up Elemental Hero Kekneos. Summons out the Stratos. Stratos is a really cool card. I'm not a big fan of this art of Stratos, personally, but, like, he's one of, like, the OGs, right? Came out towards the end of GX, I think, as a... He was a Shonen Jump promo, I think. I think we have to send Soravis here. Otherwise, we just don't really have anything. I guess here we just take Chamber. We should probably make sure we use the other part of the effect as well before we forget. It's downtime. So this is just going to keep asking it, right? Music. There you go. Summon, Chamber, Dragon Maid. I don't really know how we're supposed to play around Super Poly here, because we have to just kind of make Shio at some point. And then he's just going to Super Poly it away. And then we just won't really have anything. I mean, Super Poly here is like... It's annoying, but I feel like this could have been worse. Like, if he just super polyed on the Shio, I literally have nothing. Now, I'm still going to have not much. But, like, I'm still going to maintain a Shio. Like, in the extra deck. Alright, what are we making, sir? It'd be so funny if he's got nothing he can fuse Chamber into, and then he just has to, like, fuse his own board away. Ah, boo. Right, it's got the Escalade. So now what do I take? This doesn't do anything anymore. This could get her back, which doesn't do anything because that isn't live. I could put her back into my... Oh, okay, we do this. We do this. We go Hospitality. We activate Hospitality. We bring back my chamber. Goes for the Compulse. We go downtime. Grab a changeover. Activate changeover. Into Shio. Now, the question is, what are we killing? This can threaten this in combat. We don't really care about that. He can special summon an elemental hero fusion monster from the extra deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. He can do this at any point during a main phase. He can't do it during the battle phase. That's, like, something. I think we probably just slap over one of these, and then use these to deal with his monster. We'll walk over the Neos. Right. I'm not sure what the correct way to deal with this was. Because, like, this is a quick effect. It's during a main phase, right? So when we went into battle phase, I could have kept one of my back slots open and then used Book of Moon, but then I would not have an extra spell trap during his turn. I could have tried to just activate Book of Moon on it, but then he would have just tagged out immediately. Right, chamber effect. Activates MST. So MST off the top, I suppose. Let's do this as well. Oh, no, that was stupid, because now I'm not going to get the search. Okay. Yeah, there was no reason to do this, like, at all. But we're doing this now because it's not the main phase, so we won't get the tag out. But I'm still not going to get the search. Wait, I still get the search? Didn't I do that in the opposite order? I'm so confused. I did it in the wrong order, though, right? Because I'm supposed to go tidying Chainlink 1... and then downtime Chainlink 2. But I did downtime Chainlink 1. Why did it work this time? I'm back to not understanding it again. I thought we'd mastered it. But no, it's gone again. That's what you do. Let's go from summon graveyard. Special summon it. No. I don't want you to do that. Whoop. Was the chamber? Thank you, Komura. I am so stupid. That's why. Sometimes I wonder if I'm even, like, cut out to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I think I might just not be. I think maybe I should just stop playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Just altogether. It's not even the reading, right? It's not the reading. It is short-term memory. Apparently, my short-term memory is garbage. I just, like, forgot the order things happened in, which is, like, so concerning. And it happens a lot as well, which is even more concerning. It's not like this is an isolated incident. I forget, like, the chain of events that have happened during the same turn I'm in. That is my current... Well, that is that issue, at least. Behold, the Book of Moon. With its powers, you will be forced into face-down defense position. Okay. Hello, Parlor. I don't know if I need Parlor. We have that in the graveyard already, so like we just have everything we need, right? We'll just summon Chamber. Short-term memory being bad is a sign of getting old. It's a sign of a lot of things, to be honest. Just grab the other tidying, why not? Thank you for the follow, Kimura. Welcome to the club. Alright. I mean, we've won. We already know we've won. The game is over. We're just now waiting to see if our opponent surrenders or not. Ugh. Ugh. Connection failed. I mean, alright, that was a bit of a weird one. Our opponent did immediately shotgun armed Neos, like, turn 1 as his first action, which was a bit weird. It was a bit weird. What Starlight did you take in the end? I haven't actually taken one on this account yet. I don't know what to take on the speed account. Like, what do you think I should take on the speed account? Because I don't really think any of them are super playable. I already have Decode, so I just don't need that. Like, I don't know if I'd play any of them. So I'm tempted on this account to also just take a Rush card. Because, like, just having Rush cards is good in general. But, like, I don't know if I would actually use them even in my Rush deck. Like, on the speed account. It's one of those things where, like, having a nice, shiny-looking piece of card is great if you're going to use it. If it's just going to sit in your collection, you're never going to play with it, I don't see a point in owning it. Take a Rush card and hope for trading. Why would trading? What would I trade it for? Right, there's no way we're beating Predaplants. I've played against Predaplants one time ever, so I have no real idea when to interrupt them. I have no idea, like, the end board they're gonna end on. I know they can, like, turn off my effects and tribute my monsters, but we're just gonna see what happens. We're in this together. We're gonna buckle up. Just gonna see what happens. Okay. Spinodenia. Play the counter. Push summon a Predaplant monster. Hand to the graveyard, push summon a Predaplant monster. Then we have Cobra. Special summon by the effect of Predator monster. You can add Polymerization spell or Fusion card. Add Fusion Recycling Plant. Scar 1 card. Add Polymerization from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Activates the Poly. We're going to make Ambulance. Trade it to your Rush account. I don't think that's going to be a thing somehow. Hello, Dark Tuna. Welcome on in. How are you doing, my friend? You've caught us about to lose to Predaplants. Monster approach, control tribute it. Use for some Predaplant monsters. Okay. He's got Fusion Sub. We're going to use Biblisp. Okay. We had this one. This is a hand trap if I attack directly. Okay. Use the Abominable. Summon a Predator Partners from your deck. Okay. Decode seems the most generic to use in other decks. It's the only one I didn't have either, and it looks pretty good. What that? If it was a case of I just need something practical to use, I would have just taken Decode, but I already have Decode on the speed account, is the thing, so I don't need it. It would just be like a nicer looking Decode. Like one face at monster your opponent controls, place one Predator counter on it. Its card's level 2 or higher, it becomes level 1, so it's Predator counter and negate the activated effects. Okay. Grabs the Hydra, the limit 1. Let me use this one. Once per turn, you special level 4 program to your graveyard. It's negated. Uses Fusion Recovery. So we're going to make another Anomalocaris thing. Anomalies. Go with the Dragostapelia. Activates Poly. Okay, Chimera Flesia. It's got some annoying effects going around, I'll tell you that much. So you're going to stop activate effects. I could send this to the grave to grab something, which turns this on. We summon it, bring that back, use its effect, grab another card. That's probably what we're doing here. Either way, we're getting our downtime. Flip it over. Use the skill again here. I think we always just send Chamber here. I don't even know what I want, to be honest. I kind of have everything. Do I just grab Parlor? I could also just grab Lawpaw. Like, Lawpaw, turn that off. Summon, bring that back. Then what?